van die 1984 kerstrolbabers van 500 veldring. Die eerste kampioenschapsbijeenkomst van die seizoen.
First, competitors have to have their vehicles checked to ensure they comply with safety regulations. Now the fun really starts with speed trials that will determine the starting position for the main race the next day. Competitors are set off at 30-second intervals with the Class 4 budget beetles first away. For some, it's deadly serious stuff, but it's also family fun. Here we have the husband and wife team of Bob and Pam Gibson in their VW Humbug. Drakensberg scenery is breathtaking, but competitors have little time to watch. The buggy classes have become a battleground for the major motor manufacturers. Philip Milan and Sadel Erasmus are super competitive in the Toyota Hilux. Usman Carstens and Willy Kreutzer lead the championship in the red Nissan Safari. The specials might look strange, but they really fly over rough ground. The names of the home-built cars are as unusual as their appearance. This one's the Scarab of Peter Enslin and Roger Ramsayer. Appropriately, this one's called the ATU, which is short for Adult Toys Unlimited. It's crewed by Robin Yates and John Mundy. Now we have the fiery dragon of Drakensberg Interior, Mike Moncur and Miles Collier. The Skippers is always a threat in his quick single-seater. Setting the pace among the buckies is the Toyota of Milan and Erasmus. They're pursued by Nomad of father and son team, Dave and Greg Gurney. The wing on the Toyota of former rally champion Louis Klutter and navigator Andre Stander is not to make it fly, but to improve stability at very high speeds. No ordinary Beetle, this one. Clive Horner and Rod Hunter-Smith have shoehorned a potent rotary engine into the back. Oh dear, what have we here? A suspension that just wasn't up to all that punishment. For the rest, the race goes on, although many will suffer similar maladies as the race takes its toll.
Holding our torsion bars came out. They sheared out and our whole torsion bar came out and broke our lincolns off the side there. So we just left it up, taking the side off and we ride back to the pits with 3 wheels.
You got no prior warning?
No, we came over a bump. There was a caution board there, came over a bump and next thing the wheel came off. Well, we're just going to go back with 3 wheels. We'll weld another bracket on here when we get back to the pits and we can try again from there. Here we go.
Looking like a giant praying mantis, the American-built Special uses space-age materials. Guess who's planning not to be caught out by punctures? 2 spare wheels are better than 1, even if they do make the buggy top-heavy. It's the King Scorpion of Klaus Degener, the fastest man today. The main race dawns as something of a shock, with temperatures below freezing point. Ice is scraped off windscreens, and some competitors had to heat door locks before they could get into their vehicles. Champion rally navigator prepares for battle in the four-wheel drive Mitsubishi. The crews of the open vehicles are the ones that are really going to suffer until it warms up. Heading the field is former show jumper Klaus Degener in the immaculate red and yellow car. They're flagged away in time intervals determined by previous days' speed trials. Journalist Jeff Dalgleish and photographer Charles Ward get revved up. Its hot favourites, Paddy Driver and Franz Bossoff in the Mitsubishi. Paddy, a former Grand Prix motorcyclist, is the current off-road champion. This may not be much of a road, but it's worse still in places. Mercifully, it's getting warmer. Constant hazard. For a change, there's a chance to go over a river rather than through it. Starting in the Berg Resort near Underberg, the route runs into the Transkei, often using public roads closed to normal traffic for the day. Competitors clock in at marshal points to ensure that there are no shortcuts. Paddy and Franz reconcile themselves to the loss of precious time as they are refueled. Some vehicles carry up to 250 litres of fuel. Has a serious problem.
Want ons dienspan het gesê as ons feeder gebruik, ons dalk net kan klaarmaak. So we're going to try. Ons gaan nou probeer. En sien wat ons verder gaan doen. Dankie. Baie dankie.
Valuable seconds and minutes tick away as roadside repairs are carried out.
Can I call you the hotel again?
little the Suzuki Jeep might be, but it's not deterred by its tiny engine. From up here in the helicopter, the bumps don't hurt so much. After 400 seemingly endless bone-jarring kilometers, the finish is almost in sight. First in are popular winners, Paddy and France, having opened up a 10-minute lead over Klaus Degener, who spent time upended in a ditch, nevertheless finishing second, with Peter Enslin and Roger Ramsayer third in the scallop. Fourth overall, and the
veld weer erin, wat